for the hardest-hitting show in talk radio. The true progressive voice since 2012. This is Southpaws.
And welcome to Southpaws on the Pacifica Radio Network. We are the leaders of the revolution. My name is Darren Gibson, and I am your co-host.
My name is Jack Prince, your fellow co-host.
Well, we've got quite a bit to talk about. We got to mention the impeachment, and then we've got 2 Hammer Time Awards to dish out this week. Lots of good stuff to talk about. Before we get started, a couple of reminders. You can follow us on social media by going to facebook.com/Southpaws Radio Show. You can follow us on Twitter at Southpaws Radio. You can become a patron of the show by going to patreon.com/Southpaws Radio. We would appreciate any help you can give us there. Of course, you can hear the show anytime you like by going to Spreaker.com. Do a search for Southpaws there. We're also at the iTunes Store. Do a search under podcast for us. And once you found our logo, you found us. Links to our podcast go up on our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube pages. If you want to listen to us on YouTube, just do a search for Southpaws Radio there. And, of course, you can hear us on Pacifica stations across the country, including KCEI-FM, Taos, New Mexico, KZGM, Kabul, Missouri, and at Global Community Radio Channel 1 every Monday night at 9 p.m. We're on right after Democracy Now! Make sure you check us out there. All right, so the impeachment has started, at least the trial phase of it in the Senate.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not it lasts a long time, that's going to be up to Turtle Man himself, good old Mitch McConnell. I don't need to be fair in this process. Well, you took an oath to be fair, buddy.
United States just absolutely responds to a villain, right? I mean, Darth Vader gets us all fired up. No, seriously, we hate villains, right? With the Hollywood elite, we've been fed villains.
There's some people. Villains. There's some people that love villains. Take a look at professional wrestling and see how many heels get people that are fans.
But we still go with the age-long archetype that the bad guy needs to be taken out, tarred and feathered.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get anybody uglier than this Mitch McConnell? Right? No, seriously.
Donald Trump.
Okay.
2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, but the problem is, as far as practical applied politics, McConnell's worse.
Oh, yeah, and you can throw Lindsey Graham in there, too.
Right. Where, with that kind of magnet in his villainous position, particularly now with this impeachment, where the hell is the protest? I'm sorry. I just cannot fathom.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Hannity said? This is 2 days ago. This is speaking about Adam Schiff. He's a national disgrace, a stain on the Democratic Party, a walking, talking, lying con man, a perfect representation of everything that is wrong in the D.C. swamp, Sean Hannity on Fox. If anybody listened to Adam Schiff's 2.5-hour presentation yesterday, did you listen by any chance?
I did not. I can't deal with it.
You would be ready to march. It was absolutely thrilling. But I put it up there with I Got a Dream speech.
Really?
Incredible.
Wow.
And he's getting those kinds of accolades from Hartman and other people that are paying attention.
Yeah.
It's incredible evidence. It's well-sourced. And then the Democratic leader from Florida, a woman, spoke. And that was great.
Mm-hmm.
But Schiff is doing the best. I far rate him higher than anything in any impeachment hearings. It's deliberate, it is straight, it's powerful, it's sourced.
Mm-hmm.
If there was anybody that listened, you'd have to either be an idiot or you would go against Trump. You'd have to. But they're not. At one time, there are 22 empty seats in the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 52 Republicans.
53.
All right, 53. Call me a liar for one, but nonetheless, half those sons of bitches were sitting out in the lobby, and the ones who were there were playing with their fingernails, chewing on stuff. Disgusting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but McConnell's made it where you can't bring anything to drink in the chambers. They're they're sneaking candy in. This is how bad it's gotten in Washington, D.C., folks. It really has. And by the way, you had to mention Hannity. Did you see the Trump quote within the last couple of days that Trump's surprised that Hannity hasn't received a Pulitzer Award yet? Really? The orange-skinned bag has to say, oh, why doesn't old Slanthead who used to call him Slanthead? Keith Olbermann. Yeah. Hannity, Slanthead. Yeah. He's not getting a Pulitzer, and Trump's all pissed about that. Oh, God. It pulls. You wonder why I'm bald is because I pulled my hair out because of these idiot conservatives across the country. It's unreal. It's absolutely unreal.
Yeah, I think, what's the word for chicken? Is that
chicken?
No, the technical word.
Yeah, poultry.
Poultry.
Yeah.
I say just change the inflection or a couple syllables and you got it. Give them the poultry, the chicken. Sorry, I couldn't.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Award. Because this guy for years has hidden behind the corporate flag, hasn't got the bravery to speak honest truth. And, he wins that award, hands down. The chicken award goes to none other than Sean Hannity on Fox. The Democrats have an ironclad case. It's better than I ever thought it was.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how good it is.
They should have added more, should pile right on it. The whole thing.
But it's inconsequential. Because you have an obstructionist president, but you have a completely neutered Senate. They're not there.
And an obstructionist president who admitted to the obstruction in front of cameras.
We've got
all the materials. We've got it. They don't.
They had a festival in Texas. This is no kidding. You can look it up on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Where they eat Rocky Mountain oysters. They eat balls.
Yeah, bulls balls.
Well, I was reading this the other day, and somebody said, where'd they get them all? And I said, they're all from senators. They sent the Senate nuts down to Texas. They got more balls this year than they need. Forget the bulls.
Oh, God. I don't know how much of that we can keep in, but we'll let it fly.
For now on.
Oh, good Lord. That's too funny. But here's the thing about it, Jack, is that Trump gets in front of a camera and says, they don't have all the evidence. I do. Isn't that an admission of withholding evidence from Congress? Isn't that a crime? The guy just admitted to a crime on national television, worldwide television.
They went through the list of information, not just people, but information from agencies in Washington, and have nothing in return. Not a syllable. On and on and on and on it goes. Mm-hmm. We're looking at a constipated democracy. It's not working. There's nothing going through the process that was formed, as Schiff very admirably says, to protect us from a tyranny.
Where do we get the X-Lax to get things moving? Who's it going to be? Who's going to get it moving?
It would take dynamite right now. Forget Geritol, or it would take
a stick of dynamite
up the Senate's ass.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I wonder how many senators have brown eyes. I'll just leave it at that. Oh, boy. I've got this since we're talking impeachment. This is John Wagner, Colby Itkowitz, and Felicia Sonmez writing for the Washington Post. House impeachment managers led by Representative Adam Schiff, Democrat California, began the second day of their opening arguments against Trump by focusing on alleged abuse of power, one of the two articles of impeachment approved last month by the House. The Senate reconvened Thursday afternoon for the historic trial, only the third of a sitting U.S. president focused on Trump's conduct toward Ukraine. The Democratic-led House has also charged Trump with obstruction of Congress. Trump's defense is expected to begin its presentation Saturday. The crux of the House case is the allegation that Trump withheld military aid and a White House meeting to pressure Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden, a political rival, as well as his son Hunter Biden, who served on the board of a Ukrainian gas company while his father was vice president. So that is the latest update on the impeachment. We are actually recording this a little bit early. We're in the afternoon, Thursday, January 23rd. How long do you think this trial is going to go on? They're going to try and, the Republicans have already said they're going to try and shorten it as much as they can.
I wish I had more time to watch the trial. What little I've been able to watch has been fascinating. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Hannity's saying it's most boring, nauseating. But I'm going to make a prediction. You asked me a question, how long it's going to last?
Yeah.
Okay. There will be a shift here in a matter of days. They will take the torch off of Schiff, and it will go towards Biden. Mm-hmm. They will be calling for Biden's neck. The name Biden, not Joe Biden, but Hunter Biden, will take the target thrust of the reactionary Republican Party.
Yeah.
You will be hearing things like never before, that he was worthy of investigation and that he beat that investigation because his dad was vice president of the United States. It will be relentless. How long will that go on? How long will the Senate hearing go on? It's as long as Republicans want to bash Biden. I say 2 weeks. Now, the thing that's absolutely, I'm telling you, it's incredibly a crime, is how perfect the case against Trump is. Mm-hmm. If you put the case that Schiff is unwrapping right now, documented, sourced, powerful, and there hasn't been one, I don't know what the legal term is, exculpatory. Is that not the word, the legal? There hasn't been any exculpatory evidence that proves against Trump's involvement with Ukraine. Help me with that if you can.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a word. There hasn't been any defense. Everything has been an offense against the presentation by Schiff and the assertions by the Democratic Party. Mm-hmm. They can't defend it. They have nothing to defend with. If you had an unbiased robot, if you can make a mind that would take the presentation of Schiff, okay, it would be, and this is not a pun, a no-brainer. It would be an automatic, he's guilty. I'm telling you, it's that good a presentation. It's so good, many experts are saying the next president of the United States should be Adam Schiff.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, he's knocking it out of the park. 2 weeks, to answer your question, there will be a change, a sea change. It'll go from Schiff. When they empty the urinary bags on him, they then will go after Biden, and when that's exhausted, it's over. There will be no weighing of the evidence presented by Schiff. I know it's a crime. It's injustice. And you're telling me that you're telling the audience, we're here Thursday early. It's because I'm speaking at Calvin tomorrow.
On Friday the 24th.
Yes. On Friday the 24th. And interestingly enough, it's how we absorb injustice. You've seen injustice in your life, right?
Yes, plenty of it.
And it's been proven that humans have a saturation point. And I don't care if you're not getting a good education and you see racial injustice, you see pay injustice, it goes on. And the injustice that we're seeing from this Senate hearing is so much more than the Statue of Liberty can handle. It's done. And they're saying this is the end. This is the end of any viable democratic process if this guy gets off.
It absolutely will be.
And when Biden's elected in your dreams, and they evaporate like Hillary's dream that we sat in a radio studio 3 o'clock in the morning and realized the whole bubble went down the drain with the establishment Dems. When it happens again, you can hear from us.
Yep.
All you establishment Dems who've been pushing Biden no matter what that idiot does, and now Hillary's coming out calling people not going to support Bernie. When you snakes get your butt beat again and hand Trump 4 more years, I'm dedicating the rest of my life to be in your ear.
Yep. Every time I see an establishment Dem, I will say 4 words. I told you so.
Yep.
Now, do you want to listen to me after the fact, or do you want to listen to me before the fact?
They will not allow Bernie Sanders to be the candidate. Wait
till 2024 when AOC starts running for president, because she'll be of legal age then to run, 35.
They wouldn't want her, probably want her less than Bernie. Hey, remember, folks, they cheated their fannies off to make sure Bernie didn't get it again. Where do you think those people went? What do you think?
Yeah.
Are they worried less now about their fortune? Are these neoliberals worried less about their mass fortune and corporations? They worried less this time around about Bernie? Are you kidding?
Yeah, but Jack, the problem isn't Biden. The problem is Bernie